Stop. Before you scroll past this, I need you to hear 4 words. I will restore you. Not someday. Not maybe. Not if you earn it. I will restore you. Stay with me for the next 30 minutes. Because what God is about to say to you today will change the way you see everything you have lost. Everything. Close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in and let it out. I want you to come out of the noise for just a moment, out of the busyness, out of the grief, out of the questions. And I need you to be quiet enough to hear it. I am God, and I have been watching you. I have watched you lose things that mattered. I have watched you grieve in silence. I have watched you smile on the outside while something inside you was breaking. I have watched you wonder, will I ever get back what I lost? Is it too late for me? Has God forgotten everything I have been through? I have not forgotten. Not one loss. Not one tear. Not one sleepless night. And today, I am making you a promise. Not a maybe. Not a hope so. A promise. The Bible says, I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten. Joel 2:25. Years, not days. Not weeks, years. That means everything the enemy stole from you, every season the pain consumed. I'm going to repay it with interest. Stay with me, because I am just getting started. I want to speak to the loss you carry, not the surface loss, not the version of it you tell people about, the real one, the deep one, the one that lives in your chest and shows up at the most unexpected moments. Maybe you lost a person, someone you loved deeply, through death, through distance, through a relationship that fell apart no matter how hard you tried to hold it together. Maybe you lost a dream, something you spent years building, a business, a career, a vision, something you believed in with everything you had, and then watched it crumble. Maybe you lost time, years that felt wasted, seasons of confusion, of wandering, of pain that took more from you than you can even calculate. Maybe you lost yourself, your confidence, your joy, your sense of who you are, the version of yourself you used to be before life did what it did to you. I see all of it, every layer of it. And I want you to know, I did not look away. I was not distracted. I was not silent because I did not care. I was silent because I was working. Type in the comments right now, just one word. What did you lose? Marriage, job, health, child, faith, hope. Just one word. You do not need to explain it. I see it. God sees it, and this community sees you. The Bible says, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 minutes and 18 seconds. Close to the brokenhearted, not distant from them, not disappointed by them, not waiting for them to get it together first. Close, that means right now, in the middle of your loss, in the middle of your grief, in the middle of the questions you cannot answer. I am here, right next to you, closer than your own breath. Now, Say it with me. God sees everything I have lost. He has never looked away from my pain. I am not alone in this. God is right here with me. Let those words land somewhere real inside you, not just in your mind. In the place that hurts, I need to confront something. A lie that has been living inside you ever since the loss happened. A voice that said, "This happened because God is angry with you. This happened because you deserved it. This happened because you did something wrong." I am here to silence that voice forever. Let me say that again, with all the authority of heaven behind it. Your loss was not my punishment. I am not a God who destroys his children to teach them lessons. I am not a God who takes away what you love to show you who is in control. I am not the author of your pain, but I am the redeemer of it. There is a difference between causing something and redeeming it. I did not cause your loss, but I will redeem every single piece of it. I will take what broke you and turn it into what builds you. I will take what was stolen from you and replace it with something better. I will take the empty space the loss left behind and fill it with something you were not even able to imagine before the losing happened. Type something bold in the comments right now. My loss is not my punishment. Say it like you mean it. Because the enemy has used that lie to keep you stuck in shame for too long. Today, it ends. The Bible says, and we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him. Romans 8. All things. Not some things, not the comfortable things, not the things that make sense. All things, including the worst thing that ever happened to you, including the thing you are still not over, including the loss that changed everything. God is working it, even right now, even when you cannot feel it, even when the evidence around you says otherwise. He is working it. Now say it with me. My loss is not my punishment, it is my preparation. God is working all things together for my good. What I lost is already being redeemed. Feel the weight of that shift. From victim to vessel. From punished to prepared. From broken to being rebuilt. Let me tell you how I restore. I do not simply replace what was taken. I do not give you the same thing back with a bow on it. When I restore, I multiply. When Job lost everything, his family, his wealth, his health, I did not just give him back what he had. I gave him twice as much, twice the livestock, twice the blessing, more children, more years, more life. When Joseph was sold into slavery by his brothers, he did not just get his freedom back, he became the second most powerful man in Egypt. The very people who threw him in a pit bowed before him. When the prodigal son came home with nothing, I did not give him a room in the servants' quarters. I threw a party. I put a ring on his finger. I gave him a robe. I gave him back his place at the table, not as a servant, as a son. That is how I restore. Not at the same level, at a higher level. Not what you had before. Better than what you had before. Type in the comments right now. God restores and upgrades. Say it as a declaration. Say it as a prayer. Say it as a weapon against every voice that told you what you lost can never be replaced. The Bible says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." Isaiah 43:19. A new thing, not a recycled thing. Not a patched-up version of the old thing. A new thing. A way where there was no way. Water where there was only desert. Life where there was only emptiness. I am doing a new thing in your life right now. You may not be able to see it yet, but just because you cannot see it does not mean it is not happening. The seed is underground before it ever becomes a tree. The dawn is invisible before it becomes the sunrise. And your restoration is already in motion, even in the darkness of right now. Now, say it with me. God does not just restore. He upgrades. Something better is coming than what I lost. My new thing is already in motion. I believe it. We are just past halfway, and before we go into the next section, I want to pause for one moment. If this message is speaking to something real inside you, if something is shifting, if something is softening, if you feel like God is talking directly to you, then hit that subscribe button right now. Because every single week on this channel, we release messages exactly like this one. Messages that speak directly to your pain. Messages that remind you who God says you are. Messages that reach you exactly when you need them most. Subscribe. Turn on the bell so the next message finds you exactly when you need it. And now, let us keep going, because the next part is the one most people in a season of loss need to hear the most. I know the waiting is hard. I know there are days when the promise feels far away, when the gap between where you are and where you believe you are going feels impossible to cross. I know what it feels like to pray and not see an answer, to trust and not see movement, to keep believing when everything around you says stop. And I want to say to you right now, the waiting is not wasted. Every single day of the waiting season, every day of the in-between is doing something inside you that the answered prayer alone could never do. It is building your roots. A tree that grows in a storm develops deeper roots than a tree that grows in perfect sunshine. The resistance is not destroying you. It is anchoring you. And when the restoration comes, and it is coming, you will be rooted deeply enough to hold it. 10 years. Let me tell you something. The length of the wait is not a measure of God's distance from you. It is a measure of the magnitude of what He is building. The bigger the building, the deeper the foundation has to go. The Bible says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles." Okay. Isaiah 42:31. Mount up with wings like eagles. That is not a crawl. That is not a shuffle. That is a soar. And it comes after the wait. Not before, after. So, if you are in the waiting right now, you are not behind. You are being prepared to soar. Now, say it with me. My waiting season is not wasted. It is working. God is building something in me that the storm cannot destroy. When the restoration comes, I will be ready to hold it. There is a voice you have been hearing, not my voice, a different one, the one that says it is too late. What you lost is gone forever. You will never recover from this. God has moved on from you. That voice is a liar. And today, I am silencing it. There is an enemy who has been speaking over your loss. He saw what happened to you. And instead of letting you heal, he leaned in close and whispered, "See, God does not love you. See, you will never get it back. See, this is just how your life is going to be." And some days you believed him, not because you are weak, not because your faith is small, but because the pain was real. And pain makes the lies feel true. But I need you to hear me clearly. Everything the enemy told you about your loss is a lie. It is not too late. You are not too far gone. What was taken from you has not disappeared. It is in my hands, and I am a God who restores. The Bible says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." John 10:10. The thief steals, I restore. The thief destroys, I rebuild. The thief kills the dream, I resurrect it. That is who I am. That is what I do. And that is what I am doing for you right now. Type something powerful. Right now, the enemy is a liar. God is my restorer. Say it out loud as you type it. Because there is power in declaration. And the enemy hates it when you open your mouth and choose faith over fear. Now say it with me. The enemy is a liar. God is my restorer. It is not too late. My restoration is already moving. What was stolen from me is in God's hands, and He gives it back. Feel the authority in those words. Feel the shift from grief to faith, from victim to victor, from mourning to expectation. Before the final section, let me ask you one thing. If this message has reached your heart today, if something inside you shifted, if you feel hope rising where grief used to live, hit the like button right now. Not for me, but because that one tap sends this message to someone else who is sitting in the same season you are in when this video found you. Someone right now is carrying a loss they have never spoken out loud to anyone. They are hiding it. They are carrying it alone. And this message, your like, your share, could be the thing that reaches them tonight. Hit like. Share this video with one person right now. One person who needs to hear that God still restores. And now, the final section. This is the one you will want to replay. I want to be specific now. Not vague. Not general. Specific. Because restoration is not an abstract concept. It is a real promise about real things in your real life. And I want you to receive it personally. Sit up, breathe, and receive this. I am about to restore your peace, the peace that the chaos stole, the peace you used to have before everything fell apart, the peace of sleeping through the night, the peace of waking up without dread, the peace of knowing that no matter what happens, you are held. That peace is coming back, not a pale version of it, the deep, unshakable kind, the kind the world cannot give, and the enemy cannot take. I am about to restore your joy. Not the surface happiness that depends on circumstances, the deep joy that lives underneath everything, the joy that says, I know who holds my future, and that is enough. That joy is coming back. It is already on its way to you. I am about to restore your relationships, the connections that broke, the family that fractured, the friendships that faded. I am bringing the right people back into your life, and I am bringing new ones, ones who will love you at a depth the old season never allowed. I am about to restore your purpose, the dream you buried, the calling you silenced, the assignment you walked away from because the pain made it feel impossible. I am blowing on those embers right now. The fire is not dead. It was never dead. It was just waiting for this moment. And I am about to restore your years, the time you feel you wasted, the seasons that feel like they counted for nothing. I am a God who redeems time. I will give you back what was lost in ways you cannot yet calculate. What took years to lose, I can restore in a moment. The Bible says, so I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten. Joel 2:25. Years restored. Not partially, not symbolically, actually, really, completely. Tell me in the comments, what is the one thing you are believing God to restore? Just name it, claim it. My marriage, my health, my finances, my child, my purpose. Name it in the comments, because faith declared is faith activated. And I want to agree with you in this moment that what you named is coming. Now, say it with me. God is restoring my peace right now. God is restoring my joy. It is already on its way. God is restoring my years. Nothing is wasted. Say it again, louder this time. Everything I lost, God is restoring. Every year the enemy stole, God is repaying. My restoration is not coming. It is already here. Before you open your eyes, I want to speak a blessing over your life. Receive every word of it. May the grief that has lived in your chest begin to lift, starting today. May the questions that have kept you up at night begin to find their answers, not all at once, but one by one as I lead you forward. May every door that was slammed shut in your face find a better door opening, one you could not have seen from where you were standing. May every person who hurt you find that what they meant for your harm becomes the very thing that launches you. May the dream you buried in the season of loss rise again, stronger, clearer, more powerful than it ever was before. And may you walk out of this moment knowing, not hoping, not wishing, but knowing that I am God, that I see you, that I have not forgotten what you lost, that restoration is not just possible for you, it is promised. Go now. Carry this with you. And when the enemy whispers that it is too late, remember what God said to you today. I will restore everything you lost. Every single thing. I love you. God, if you made it to the end this video, that tells me something about you. You have not given up. Not on God. Not on yourself. Not on the restoration, and I honor that. So here is what I need you to do right now. 1. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Every week, we release messages exactly like this one. Messages that speak directly to where you are. Not where you pretend to be. To drop a comment below. Tell me, what is the one thing you are believing God to restore? Or just type, I receive my restoration. 2 words. That is enough. 3. Share this video right now. Think of one person in your life who is carrying a loss they have not talked about. Send this to them. Not tomorrow. Right now. Because your restoration story starts the moment you start believing. And someone else's story starts the moment you share this. God bless you. Your restoration is not coming. It is already here. I will see you in the next one.